What's up, guys? We are live from the Brojo.
You didn't count down. Cool.
Sorry. For another episode of Damn Game Boys. I am your host,
Penis.
Kian, not Keith. I manage and write stuff that I'm here today with.
Local Wookiee Eli.
Local Wookiee.
Oh, God. I've been yawning constantly.
Yeah. You've been yawning and coughing constantly.
Oh, I'm done with the coughing.
Are you judging his lifestyle?
I edit shit.
His coughing lifestyle?
Do voice stuff.
Voice and edit
My
shit.
silky smooth voice.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about your next resume just to write voice actor?
Silky smooth voice.
Silky smooth. What are your traits? Silky smooth voice.
You'd
Sir,
be hired,
you're becoming,
man.
sir, you're applying to be a mime.
I would not be hired. They'd see that and they'd be like, "Oh, you want to demonstrate?" And then I'd talk and they'd be like, "Fucking liar." His voice is weird as shit. It's all over the place in tone and volume.
Who are you?
Yeah, who the fuck are you?
I ran out of water, Zach. I sweep and mop the offices after these guys are done recording.
We don't even have offices.
Exactly.
Sweep and mop. This is a fucking carpeted floor, you goddamn Neanderthal. No wonder it's dirty in here.
Exactly. Do you know how hard it is to sweep this thing?
It'd be even harder to mop it.
Mopping.
It's even worse.
Mold under the floor.
I've tried so hard.
Goodness, and who are you?
No, he does what the
I'm
fuck.
Kermit the Frog.
You tried this, and last week you just became Ray Romano.
Yeah, I
They
did.
kinda
I'm
same.
sorry about that.
Yeah, you do. You
This voice is really not that great to keep up.
Well, you're redeeming yourself right
To be
now.
fair,
That's me.
Kermit, if anything, Ray Romano is more Kermit the Frog, I guess.
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog might be around.
Try Raymond.
He
Not
actually
Raymond.
had-
Oh,
yeah.
what's his brother's name? And everybody knows
Roger?
Raymond.
Or
Robert.
Robert,
Yeah,
yeah.
try being Robert.
Bro, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, that'd be super deep.
I can't do it. I'm
Yeah,
not even
so,
sure.
you guys been playing video games lately? Not you, I'm assuming. I know you haven't. I know.
Fucking
no,
not
I'm
you.
too
And then I see
tired for
Zach over here just shaking his head. It's like, oh my
I'm
god.
too tired for this.
Well, Eli, what have you been playing?
He's been playing Civ 6 from what my Steam tells me.
Yeah, and I've played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 5.
You enjoying that again?
Again, I've never played
You've
it.
never played it?
Nope.
Oh, it's very...
Don't have a fun time fucking around, doing box stuff.
Are you trying to, you're just not gonna understand the story. You just don't give a shit about it?
I kind of try. I know
It's
a
very
little
Japanesey.
of the Metal Gear Solid
Yeah.
story.
This story gets very Japanesey.
Well, not Japanesey, but it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because that was something I was thinking about. I was like, it's not, Kojima is not really that Japanesey to me.
He's
but it's just
very
fucking
crazy.
strange.
Yeah, he's a very crazy man.
Don't you at one point have to save him in the game?
Yeah.
I feel like that is something. in
Yeah,
one of
he
the-
does a lot of
in
meta.
a game he made. But
He
I
does a
don't-
lot of meta shit within his game.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
If anything, that's kind of cool.
I think
that,
Kojima is one of the only people who openly admits yeah, I wanted to make a half-naked girl as a protagonist. Deal with it. And I'm like, at least he's fucking honest about it and not trying to make an excuse.
Yeah,
Like
but I mean,
SNK hero.
it's just weird. Which I mean, you look at Death Stranded, and that's fucking weird too.
Yeah.
It's weirder than this.
Yeah.
But,
This
but,
is definitely weird, yeah.
but I know this is like a prequel to
Yep.
the rest of Metal Gear.
Well, in a sense. I don't want to ruin it, but as a person who is just, loves Metal Gear and, still does not like the Twin Snakes fucking redesign, where Snake flips over a missile.
What the fuck you're talking about?
So, it's Twin Snakes is a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1.
Oh.
And there was an iconic scene where Snake, stops a missile, but in Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, he flips over the missile and then stops it. And then it's eh. So, you like Metal Gear Solid 5 then, right?
Yeah, I had a fun time. You don't even really need the story, just it's a fun fucking around game.
Yeah.
Because it's open world enough that you can do whatever the fuck you want with the tools they give you.
And then they brought zombies in.
Oh,
The next
obviously,
one.
I don't have, and I'm not going to play that part.
No. That's
I know
the
that's
next
the
game.
DLC.
It's the next game.
Oh, is that
It's another game, yeah.
Metal Gear Solid.
Right thing?
No. Survival.
Yeah. I thought that was just a DLC for it.
No. Its own game.
Whatever. I'm never gonna play it. Looks terrible.
Revengeance is the one where Raiden is just like I would have preferred them instead of making the Phantom Pain, just make more Revengeance because it's so different from what Metal Gear was that it essentially isn't Metal Gear.
The only thing is that at the beginning I remember specifically it's like tactical espionage something like game or something like that, and I was like, no, it's not. I want to run around and fucking shoot people.
Yeah.
Fucking longest beginning to a game, by the way.
The man does that. If you've ever played Metal Gear Solid,
I know, but if it was all cutscenes, whatever, I will watch them. But the fact that he makes me just hold the left stick up so that my guy can slowly crawl forward and shit.
Metal Gear Solid 2 had the worst, where you thought it was a load screen of him going down until you realize when you don't press the down button of him going down a ladder, he stops. And you're like, it is 15 minutes worth of going down a fucking ladder with dialogue.
I know the ladder.
Yeah.
That you speak of.
It's like, oh my god.
People are always telling me it's an art thing, and I don't know. I don't get art.
It's like, that was this, essentially, I want this to be realistic. I'm like, you put a fucking brain of a dead soldier in a robot and you want to be realistic.
Fucking psycho mantis.
Yeah. Kojima is a very interesting man, and like, it's weird to see where Metal Gear came from, because it started out on like an NES port, I think. It was just like a tactical like shooter game, and then it's like, we're gonna have fucking robots, and you're gonna be a clone of Big Boss,
if you
and
plug your controller into the second player spot, you're gonna get fucked.
And then the main villain is your twin brother, clone brother, that you kill, and then you cut off some dude's arm, and then that dude gets your evil brother's arm, and then your evil brother takes control of him because of his arm, and then you find out it's not him taking control of, it's just his split personality, and it's a robot arm instead of your real twin brother's arm. It's just a lot of weird shit. And because you're a clone, you age faster than Big Boss, and like you just watch Metal Gear lore.
It's weird.
It's fun.
Stuff.
It's fun. And then,
It's a trip.
Yeah. No, I actually I've been actually on a Ghost Recon Wildlands kind of stint. Really enjoy that game.
I still want to play it, because again, it seems like another fun fuck-around game. I don't, obviously it's not going to have the crazy options that Metal Gear has.
Dropping crates on people to murder them.
Yeah, and just fucking sliding down dunes and boxes and shit.
Literally dropping down crates. He's like, how do I make a distraction? Call in air support and just fucking stomp someone and be like, yep.
Decoys.
Yeah. No, that's definitely my big thing.
I still want to play it though, but last time I looked it was still $60.
Yeah, it's...
And they can go fuck themselves. I ain't paying them.
Wildlands is actually a very interesting game. We were playing the deathmatch games, and boy, I'm not gonna lie, guys, playing a tactical military shooter with people who were in the military is one of the most, awkwardest things ever. Because they keep telling me my 12 o'clock and shit like that. I'm just like, I don't do this shit, man. This isn't real life to me. It's a fun game, though. I highly recommend it. The one thing that takes me out of it, though, is that the emotes you can get for post-game wins, it has, a guy dabbing, and I'm like... And he still has his gun like this. I'm like, okay, this shit pisses me off.
Every game has to have emotes now.
I can understand, Fortnite, because Fortnite's just a dumb game. But,
Call of Duty has emotes.
Yeah, that's not dumb.
Battlefront had emotes, but the Battlefront ones were kind of funny because they were all Star Wars related, for the most part.
Yeah.
So I thought they were funny.
I don't know. I'm not for it.
Doom had emotes.
Did it? Really?
Doom 2016 had emotes in the multiplayer.
I guess I never played the
thing that
multiplayer.
existed.
You know the cool thing? You weren't here when we talked about Doom. But the cool thing about Doom 2...
I want to play Doom now, but...
Doom Eternal is that you can fuck other people's games up by playing as the demon and trying to murder them. That's really cool.
So it's just Dark Souls-esque.
You also get a hell lightsaber.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to play Doom 2016 now.
Spiderman DLC trailer shows you Black Cat. I'm pretty excited.
That's about all you really need.
The heist. Black Cat and then Silver Sable. You know what my favorite iteration of Black Cat is? Ultimate Spider-Man's Black Cat.
We're gonna need some context here.
Do you remember what happened with Ultimate Spider-Man Black Cat?
Does
she like
die?
No, she has a crush on Spider-Man,
Does
but she is like 8 years older than Peter Parker. Because Peter Parker is 16. So Peter Parker is 16, she's 26. And she has sex with Peter Parker in Spider-Man costume and finds out he's 16. And she's like, I'm gonna go to jail. And like,
That's what they're gonna catch me for.
yeah.
that?
Not the burglaries, but the sex with the minor. And Peter's like, this is my first time. She's like, oh my god. It's like, all this stuff is just hitting her right away. And I'm just like,
It sounds like the Ultimate Universe.
yeah, the Ultimate Universe has some like really interesting things going with it. And then it just goes straight
Interesting
to
is
like,
a word choice, I guess.
yeah, it goes into like wife
Bad
beating,
shit.
like, yeah.
Insane.
Captain America basically being every person on on 4chan right now. Like, literally a line from the Ultimate Avengers is, Americans surrendering. What are we, France?
Yep.
I'm like, god damn, Captain America. And then like, like another one of my favorite things is that like, that one out of context comic book where Hank Pym pushes, like in the script it was supposed to be Hank Pym pushes Janet away. It looks like a slap. But in the alternate universe, Janet says anything and Hank just beats her. It's like, holy shit.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then like, Wasp just goes out dirty by like being eaten by the Blob. And then like, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are
Lovers,
incestuous twins. Like, good God, there's so much weird shit going on there. And Wolverine gets killed by Magneto by, like, ripping him apart through the adamantium. Just so fun stuff.
Shit doesn't make sense.
He
but
gets
go on.
better though.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey's gameplay actually looks interesting. You're against, like, being super powered.
No, it's
You
weird.
didn't like Saints Row 4?
You don't like Gat Out of Hell, did you?
I never played Get Out of Hell.
It's
But
that one's like one of my favorites. Gat Out of Hell is fun as fuck.
I don't know. They've generally. I'm saying this loosely because I haven't played any of them, but from what I've seen, they've generally kept it more to a realistic standpoint. And now you can just like smash the ground.
fucking aliens and
Like-
shit.
Yeah, I mean,
That,
like,
and if he has a piece of Eden, I would accept more of it, or if somehow you're hacking the Animus. Because technically it's all through the Animus.
True.
And the pieces of Eden, you do some weird shit, like you make the soldiers kill each other and stuff, and fucking drive them insane to the point of death.
Mm.
So, that's
It's
just
like-
with the apple.
you have like awesome god powers and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting enough because like this is the first Assassin's Creed that's gonna try to be like have content for like 2 years. Whether it will happen or not is another thing. But like,
Another thing for me is it looks like God of War 2.0.
I think it looks like God of War, but that's just me.
I don't know. If like new God of War,
A mix of the two.
like it was new God of War fine. Like I like new God of War.
I don't see him going around ripping people's fucking throats out for looking at him wrong, nor is he yelling "boy" in every sentence. So I don't think it's like super Southern Assassin's Creed.
Boy,
Boy,
boy, come here, boy.
Just a random kid walking around. Boy!
Then we go to Undungeon.
I'm one of them assassins.
He's just
Jesus Christ!
not even around people. He's still just yelling, "Boy!"
Then we go to Undungeon, and it's a thing.
That looks really weird and really interesting. For me.
Yeah.
I'll say for me.
I forgot the premises of this game.
Multiverse theories basically confirmed and all the Earths collide at the same time, causing
Oh yeah, that's
just
right.
like dystopia. Everybody's dying. The people that survive call it the Shift because
Yeah.
that's the greatest, most original name ever.
This isn't a MOBA, right? This is just essentially like people walking around.
Yeah,
doing-
top down, isometric thing.
Oh, that's actually really interesting.
you mix The Sims 3 with the MOBA format.
That'd be awesome.
There's people walking around.
Oh, shit.
Slap.
Yeah. Then we go to Hello Neighbor hide and seek, and this is a very interesting one though to me. Like
More lore.
more lore.
The thing that we didn't know we needed in a
Yeah.
game like this.
Matt Pat has more videos to make now. Yeah. Everyone on the YouTube community. Like, I don't know. It's bizarre to me to like. I don't know.
Kind of shows that these children are gonna get abused.
You do know what like people think though, right? Like the son accidentally pushes the daughter off the roof or something. And like that's the representation of the doll falling
Yeah, I figured that was
or whatever.
something.
Like I'm not saying this is what it is, but like
People are speculating.
from loyal theorists out there, like people like you are like that's like I mean that's the thing that Treesicle and Matt Pat said, which obviously we don't do theory videos here because I just don't want to think
We
that
do
hard.
assumptions.
Yeah, we do assuming videos here.
I already told you I don't live my life by assumptions.
We assume top tens are
Assuming-
law.
Assuming makes an ass out of Kian,
Yeah,
because he's the face of this.
yeah, exactly. We put top tens, and then people tell us, "Wow, I was looking for titties for top 10 milfs, and you guys just didn't."
Did?
Yes.
Did someone
Of course they
ask?
did,
Oh, that's wonderful. That is a treat.
which is exactly why it's called that.
Yeah, someone on the Twitter was like, "I was expecting titties," and I was really upset. I'm like,
They went to your Twitter to tell you?
yeah,
Jesus.
like I put top 10 milfs on my Twitter,
Oh,
and like they click the link, they're like, "I was expecting titties."
that's weird. I
Yeah.
figured it was just a YouTube comment.
No, like people can like you can post like your YouTube shit on Twitter, and that's the same thing that happened on Instagram. Someone was like mad about top 10 hotties, because she's like,
Oh, God.
yeah, because like I had
We'll keep doing it.
I had half naked Jean Grey on the top 10 hotties in her Phoenix form, and then in top 10 milfs I had Azuka Midoriya's mom crying,
I don't know who it is.
and that's a top 10 milfs. So, yeah.
Oh god, I was not a part of those.
Mm.
Why am I associated?
Before you jumped on the top 10, yeah.
That's a different Eli.
It was. You were top 10 hotties.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you were top 10 because I was. Yeah, because I did top 10 milfs.
You
Yeah,
did.
that you were that
Because
that
we-
one was the
That
only
was
one
the
you
first
were.
one we did because we introed on Mother's Day.
Mhm.
Yeah. So then we go to Scum.
It looks kind of interesting. And
Like it sounds. I just like saying Scum.
it's open world.
Yeah.
You basically
Woohoo.
build your character.
It's a
Their
prison
physique.
sim, isn't it?
It's a prison sim.
Oh, that's right. This is the prison sim that like they had to take out the Nazi tattoos because someone got offended.
You
I
basically
mean, it fits. So you rename it Simulator,
Yeah.
and then they can't get you for that.
Nazi
Look
sim.
at how you get offended, though. It's just don't fucking play it, don't buy it, don't get the Nazi tattoos. Do one of those three things. You'll be fucking fine.
I don't ever understand. Like, for this
It's
kind
not
of
like
thing.
people. It's not like all the YouTubers go, "Fuck yeah, game with Nazi tattoos, let's play it." No one gives a shit.
I feel like every time I think about that, it's just kind of like, I don't get, like, don't fucking, like, if you want it that bad, if you don't want it, make a fucking patch yourself. Or, like, there's probably gonna be a patch, maybe, that, like, because they're gonna make a patch anyways that allows you to have Nazi tattoos.
Mod them out of the game.
Yeah.
That's gonna be $5
At the end.
DLC.
Microtransactions.
I just don't, like, I don't know. This is the reason why I was on there. I don't get why people are so up in, like, we are such a weird, it's such a weird time to be alive. Because I talked about this, like, with one of my other friends. It's like, the internet is such, like, a very awesome place for, like, information. And then it's a
Scum,
very
really.
terrible place for misinformation. And you get things like
It's a great
this.
place for misinformation.
Yeah.
What the fuck you're talking
And
about?
it's like you get things like this that someone's like, "Why do we have Nazi tattoos?" I'm like, "Because there are a high abundance of neo-Nazis in prison." Like, I'm just,
And you should
There's
be
also
happy about that.
yeah. not saying
happy
you
they're
should.
in prison.
Not saying you should do it, but maybe be like, die neo-Nazis in the game. Like, if it was because like they don't want you to continuously just murder neo-Nazis, fine. But if it's just like, I don't like these tattoos on my video games, it's offensive.
Kermit
What
the
if-
Frog complaint.
Sorry. Like,
No, he's Ray Romano.
man, like my thing is like, what if the guy likes this like kick-ass Thor tattoo and like you're just automatically assumed a neo-Nazi?
Yeah,
It's like Eli. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like Eli likes Norse mythology, and he's like, man, I'd like to get a Norse tattoo, but then people will think I just
I'm
like.
gonna get a whole sleeve, but it's gonna be a lot of knots and stuff.
Oh, I thought you were gonna I thought you were going Nazi stuff. I was like, oh,
No,
Eli.
knots and stuff.
No.
My bad. I just now realized how bad that sounds. Just misheard.
Oh.
Celtic and Nordic knots.
Yeah. No, like that's the thing that gets me though is that like people get like I don't get why people get so up in arms. Like in general, people get up in arms with some weird shit.
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong isn't putting the flag in the movie. Colin
People
Kaepernick-
people take stuff so personally these days. Or it's just like if I insult your favorite band, somehow you take that personally.
Yeah. Football man won't stop kneeling
Exactly.
at anthem.
If people do that, you insult celebrities and they're like, oh, I have to protect them. I like those celebrities. It's like, the fuck you do? Those celebrities, they don't give a shit what I'm saying about them. Well, most of them. Like if I posted a tweet viewed by one person, it'd be fucking Kanye. He'd fucking bitch about me bitching about
Oh, that's right, we didn't fucking talk about
Look
this.
at Amy Brown.
Yeah.
Piece
We
of
didn't
shit.
fucking talk about this, but Kanye West premiered
Search my ass.
premiered a new video during the Pornhub Awards.
Why?
I don't
Why?
fucking know. It was a little pump.
Yeah, it's where they.
Oh, are they in like boxy suits?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, yeah, my roommate showed me that.
That's a fucking weird video. I don't get it.
boxy
Because
suits.
he showed me it and then he's like, yep, that's Kanye now. And I was like, I believe it. You don't have to tell me.
Then we go to Dragon Quest XI, and this is just the like launch trailer, and it looks very interesting. I really enjoyed the Dragon Quest series.
Now I have a hunch. Is this just like Japanese aesthetic anime stuff?
Yes.
Alright, I mean, when a game has 11 on the end,
Yeah.
it can be assumed, and that's why I didn't watch it.
Well, it has the Akira Toriyama
Oh,
artwork.
fuck. Actually, I think Steam keeps recommending this to me.
It's a good game.
It's on my queue, and I told it to fuck off, and it ignored it.
And then it comes back.
See, I feel like you'd actually enjoy the Dragon Quest series because it's like, but if you take out the anime aesthetic from Dragon Quest and just go with the fact that it's a medieval thing where you have to summon a dragon to stop the world ending, it is something you would actually enjoy.
Probably not. I'm more into killing dragons than something.
But like you get like, actually I was watching someone play it and the first enemy, and I always never understood this, and I remember when we were like writing, like Jay was like working on the first enemies we were gonna fight in BroQuest, and everyone's like, it's not slimes, is it? And I feel like we all said that, and like Jay was like scribbling no. Because like every D&D thing I've ever done besides BroQuest is our first thing is slimes for no
Really?
reason. Yeah. Slimes are rats.
Yeah, rats, but slimes will fuck you up in D&D if you're not prepared. At least the old ones used to.
Yeah.
No, I've never fought them.
Yeah.
They
but-
fucking corrode all your shit and
Every-
eat you alive.
Yeah, every JRPG though always opens with your first boss is slimes.
Pretty soon, you're
Yeah.
cutting off your friend's arm and beating him with it. Thing that happened once. Brian. That was Brian.
Paula.
Didn't you take Kian's hand in D&D?
Yeah, I did.
Hit him with
I
it?
did.
No, they just cut my hand off because
Yeah,
Ryan.
we chopped off your hand.
Yeah,
I
because
thought you guys hit him with
You
it. or
deserved
something.
it.
Someday, we'll get back to that.
I broke my hand. Yeah, I broke my hand,
Someday.
and they cut my hand up. Then we go to Hell Point, and I don't. It's weird.
Didn't we talk about
Was this
that?
the game?
No,
that
we
was
talked
talking
about it beforehand when I was talking about trailers I actually watched.
Ah.
Because I did watch it because of the name. I was like, oh, Hellpoint, that sounds interesting. And then it's just like very Dark Souls-esque to me, which
Yeah.
I feel like means nothing on the internet anymore, but it just
Yeah.
has
Dark
that
Souls
aesthetic,
too.
I guess.
Yeah. We gotta stop comparing shit to Dark Souls on the internet. I feel like the internet's gone too.
I'm not really... I'm not comparing gameplay, really. really. It's
I
just, it looks like Dark Souls.
No, what I mean is like
aesthetically.
in genuine people like need to just stop.
Oh,
like
well, yeah.
it is just the
They're
master.
never going to.
Master of clickbait articles nowadays. Is like I'll talk about Dark Souls.
Put it in the title.
The Dark Souls.
Hellpoint, the next Dark Souls.
I was gonna put like Dem Game Boys episode 47, the Dark Souls of podcasts.
We're really hard to understand.
Yeah.
No one even tries.
I like there's a Dark Souls podcast. I tried to give it a listen, and then like you know how you are with Japanese words, like you
I'm that way with Dark Souls lore too.
Yeah, like I'm that way with
all
like,
interchangeable. None of it makes sense.
Like,
I don't really care.
Guinevere of the Eastern Northern Isles. I'm like what the fuck?
The Eastern Northern Isles.
The Eastern Northern Isles. Like I'm like.
Then in your head you're like Eastern.
Northern.
Could have just been Northeast.
By the way,
I just what?
that light's been blue the whole time.
Oh,
It's
that's
supposed to be
fine.
orange.
Yeah, it's okay.
Alright.
We're all getting picked up, and then I put the height up. Our sound is actually no, we're good.
Good.
We're good.
Because I'm rather far away.
Yes, yes you are. But no, like I just every time I think about like, don't call things the Dark Souls of games because like Dark Souls didn't do any of that shit first.
Dark Souls is the Dark Souls of Dark Souls.
Yeah, like
Contra, the pre-Dark Souls.
yeah. Then we go to Bendy Chapter 5, and this is the one I'm really interested in out of all of them, just because I like the Bendy and the Ink Machine series.
I don't know what the fuck that
It
I
is-
mentioned this like 3 months back and you didn't know what the hell I was talking about.
Yeah, and now I played them, and I was like, I played the Reduxes, and I'm like, I dig it.
Gil is so mad right now.
Baloney.
I'm interested in them now, Gil.
Strangling himself with his sleeve.
I really do. Like, I know
He's
you're
got one
interested in
sleeve
this,
on,
so,
one
Yes.
sleeve off.
so I'm really excited. It's the conclusion to the Bendy and the Ink Machine lore, and I just like I need to
Fuck
know.
that means, but alright.
It's basically if Disney and Fleischer were evil.
Basically, if they made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
And then they're in.
Disney is the devil.
Yeah, basically, nowadays.
Yeah.
They
But yeah, so they
People
let you
make
know. and
deals with them.
I feel like you might get to play as Alice from what it looks like, or you might have to defend her from
Probably.
being attacked. Yeah, I
All I
feel like
know
it's
is
going to
that
be an
Disney
escort
needs-
mission, and I'm kind of
What type
not
of game is it?
Survival horror.
survival horror.
Oh, damn, that's not what I was. Like, the fucking title sounds so, like, kiddish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
yeah,
that's
that-
the
also,
the whole-
since Gil likes it, I was just, yeah.
You obviously, Gil.
Damn.
Then we go to R-type
I'm just-
dimensions. Yeah, then we
Stereotypes.
R-type dimensions. Yeah,
Basically, our type 1, 2, and 3 now in 3D.
yeah. It's like a super fun looking retro game.
Because it is.
Yes, it is. Then we go to the Fallout 76 explaining how nukes work.
That's it. That's all of it.
How
As it
nukes
is.
work, and this one looks interesting.
You get it.
I personally just don't like. I'm not gonna personally play Fallout 76, but like anyone who does, just tell me how it is.
I probably will at some point.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it right away. I feel like,
That's. I'm so. I don't know why.
but I'm also worried if I don't do it and I go into the game late, everyone's gonna be just God mode. compared
You
to
go
me.
into the game early and it's gonna get that way. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
You go into any game like that, at any given point, everybody's going to try to kill you.
Yep.
You know what game also makes me feel like that's gonna happen? Anthem. It's gonna happen in Anthem. I'm gonna
But
like
who
start
cares
playing.
about that?
Probably, but at least I can't nuke your ass in Anthem.
Yeah, but like the thing about that is you keep all your shit.
Yeah, and I am glad that they sort of clarified how it's
Yeah, you keep all your shit and you can like.
Because I know that was like everybody's like, oh, it looks like it'll be fun, and I like what they're doing with the not so many people on a server. But then you get your ass nuked, and I'm not so sure about that bullshit.
Then we go
I
to,
told you, keep going.
then we go to Hitman 2 Jungle Trailer, and I like the Hitman series, and I like the idea of like
Never played it.
I am very disappointed by this trailer.
there's no Welcome to the Jungle.
Exactly.
I knew you were gonna be saying something like
Or
that.
run through the jungle. Jungle love. Pick a jungle song, any
Yeah.
song.
But my thing about this trailer is that like I love the third.
Africa by Toto.
I was gonna say the one that goes in the jungle. The
My
mighty
favorite like Hitman game is Blood Money because There's one hitman kill that I saw someone do, and he video captured it. Is that like if you time it correctly, you're supposed to kill a senator, so you kick the door in, scare him out of the door, and they're calling before the alarm goes off, and the alarm goes off, and you wait like 30 seconds, and as he's running out the door, he gets hit by the Secret Service man, and you run away, and then you get the kill to assassinate him.
Gets hit by the Secret.
Like the Secret Service car that's supposed to come to shoot you, he's running so fast he gets hit by it, and he dies. And I'm just like,
Makes sense.
I love, like, Hitman is one of those games where it's like, you might be a sociopath if you spend time thinking about, like,
Thinking of, like, creative-ass ways to
like,
kill
murder someone, because, like, I remember...
But they do invite that,
yeah,
though. That's what they...
My favorite Hitman kill I ever did is that it's like, there's multiple enemies at a disco that you're supposed to kill because they're drug cartel lords, so what I did is, like, I took the disco ball, and like there's an explosive and I just exploded it, and like it managed, all the glass shards managed to murder every person in like that vicinity, and I just walked away. I was like, job done.
100%.
Yeah. Then we go to Observer, and you observe
Support.
stuff. Yeah.
It's a port to the Switch.
Yep.
What is it?
You basically are a robo dude, and you plug into people to observe their... You're basically a detective who can, because he has cybernetic implants, because everybody does apparently, you can plug into other people's brains and then look through their memories to get evidence to be like, you did this, you're bad, you're going to jail. Essentially.
Then we go to Star Control Origins. And this is a star game.
With controls.
Yeah. No, it's like a space game. It's okay. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this kind of stuff, so.
What kind of space game?
It's an RPG.
Mm-hmm. You build a ship, basically.
You travel around to planets. They try to kill you.
I could just do...
Or they try to be
base
friends with
alpha.
you.
That seems
Basically
interesting
like
enough.
No Man's Sky, but you're just in a ship.
Is it like No Man's Sky?
It
Or is there actually a fucking story?
There is a semblance of a
Some
story.
semblance of a story.
And I'm fine with that.
It's not.
That's all you need.
It is open world, but it's not. It's not
Okay.
3D.
Count Eli in.
It's
Well, I'll look into it now.
Then we go to Zeus Battlegrounds, which is basically your
Yeah, just a
god
melee battlegrounds.
battlegrounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is super cool.
I actually looked at this one even though it had battlegrounds on the end.
I like the change up of this.
It's
So.
exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah.
I do love how at one point in the trailer it was like, all melee battle royale, and then there's people using bows. And I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
a fucking lie.
yeah, I was thinking that too.
I do like how they like had to switch up vehicles and shit. It was like, yeah, horses, I got that. And then there's
Yeah.
chariot. I was like, I did not think of chariots. That
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition is coming to the Switch, as well as Civ 6.
Wonderful.
That's interesting. I like that idea. I like Civ 6, so... I mean, obviously Eli does.
I mean, I like any Civ.
But
And as previously stated, I will gladly kick your guys' asses.
here's my thing, though. I stay
Civ
away
6.
away from Civ and, like, StarCrafts now, because, like, that delves my life, and I won't get off it if I do. That's essentially my crack. Civ games. Because, like, I will spend days building a civilization.
No, it's not all game time. Some of it is definitely left, like, I leave it open when I fall asleep and shit.
No, mine is definitely game time. I
But in
spend...
Civ 5, I had a little under 3,000 hours.
And that was real time.
Not all
Yeah.
of it, like I said.
But you know what I mean, though. Like, I
Over
spend
2,000.
a lot of
Yeah,
that.
I know. It's a really bad case of just the one more turn
Yeah.
thing.
And then you just get, like, it's 5
And then,
hours.
yep, and then pretty soon it's like 4 a.m. and you're like, man, I gotta do shit in like 3 hours. I should go to bed.
Yeah. So, H1Z1 is getting a mobile version.
Alright.
Yay.
I don't care. I did that.
Isn't H1Z1 the first, like, before PUBG, right? Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, because he worked on it and then split off.
Here's my thing about that
And
guy.
I think Daisy is a mod of it.
No. H1Z1 is a mod of Daisy. And then Arma, because it comes from Arma.
Yeah, it all comes from Arma.
You want to know how I know this? Because we made a What the Fact video that you can watch down in the link below. Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Plug it in.
Damn, I don't remember that.
Why would you do this to us?
Yeah. I want to do a Redux one because we kind of like made it a 2-minute one. But I think we had a lot more shit in it.
It was rushed.
No,
my
it's
bad.
whatever.
We'll
I don't know
probably
how
do a
long they
Redux one.
usually. I don't know how long.
Well,
they
like
usually
4
run.
to 5 minutes, comparatively.
Eh.
But like, yeah, no. So, no, I was just thinking about this. The dude sues everyone for a frying pan, and then like, I was just rethinking about like Fortnite. Like, as much as I personally do not like Fortnite, I respect Epic so much because like, they used to take like 7% of like the games using their like their engine. It's only 5% now because they're like, we're making so much money, like we don't need this excess money. And like, I remember just everyone was like, PUBG's the best battle royale ever, and I'm like, I hear nothing anymore coming from them.
Yeah, it still has a fairly big
It does, yeah.
audience. Is just not nearly what it used to be, and so it seems like it's disappeared. There's still quite a few people.
Yeah, but
playing
no,
it.
what I mean is
Kind
that
of like Pokemon Go, where it seems dead, and then you're like, no, there's actually still a good number of people.
yeah, but like what I mean is that like the guy is so petty. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
the man is
Fucking
so
Brandon
petty.
Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a petty dude, and it just weirds me out.
And he's so petty, and it's just like, you made your game on their fucking engine.
Yeah,
God damn.
yeah. Like that's the
They're not suing you over it. Not that they really can, because it's out there for anyone.
Yeah. So like,
Fucking
you
Christ.
kind of like are biting the hand that
God, yeah.
fed you.
That's,
Like that was, and he ended up dropping it. And I feel like this is because like everyone was just like, yo man, that's fucked up.
yeah.
But he's still attacking people for the frying pan.
Cool, and
And the complete game thing, we have a question about that. They do ask, like, do you get mad when they say it's a complete game and they continuously make reduxes? Yes.
Reduxes.
Not reduxes. Patches.
So, like, Sea of Thieves?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of a big one.
I don't know. Okay.
Like Ark. How did you... Because we've had this
Ark was in
conversation.
early access.
Yes.
And then when it was completed, people were still kind of angry when they like actually released it because there was still shit that they promised to do that they hadn't yet, and then they did it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if that was ever coming, but at that point, it was an early access game. So in reality, they can give up on those whenever. They didn't even have to say it was done. They could have just been like, oh, it's an early access forever, fuck it. And so I was already kind of used to like the things that were broken being broken. So
Yeah.
I
Like,
really-
my thing about PUBG is that, like, they rush that shit so hard.
Yeah,
So,
to release on Xbox.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I don't think there's been any other game that's ever done that that's been, like, so hype, though, that I got mad. Like, I guess Unity was probably the only one, but I finally fell off of Assassin's Creed, though.
No Man's Sky?
No Man's Sky. And Sea of Thieves.
I don't think it's, like,
Sea of Thieves sold so many copies for
Yeah.
being so shitty.
with No Man's Sky, though, for me, it's just, like, it was a different experience than what I got, but it was, like, an okay experience.
Yeah, it was okay, but it's just
Yeah.
with all that was promised and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You bought Sea of Thieves, right?
Nope.
No.
No.
I
okay.
used the free trial of the Game Pass to play Sea of Thieves. I played it for about 4 hours and then I was done.
Okay.
There
Forever.
wasn't anything to do. But no, see, the thing is, I hate games that do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sea of Thieves, where it's like, it's a $60 game. No, it's not. Had Sea of Thieves been like $20, like even
$20 with microtransactions, I totally would understand it.
Yeah,
$60 with microtransactions, you can suck a dick.
yeah, it was just like that's fun. I didn't even know it had microtransactions in it.
There are a few.
Okay, it's whatever. I'm just talking even for like the content that was there. It was like $20 game, whatever. It was very polished. There just wasn't a lot to do.
Right.
And if they're like, oh, we're gonna keep adding stuff, that's better, I guess. But
Yeah. So, do anyone remember The Surge?
No.
yeah, kinda.
Developer Deck 13 is making a Wild West themed expansion pack for The Surge. But they're coming out with The Surge 2, so I don't understand.
Is it for the Surge or for the Surge?
It's
2?
for The Surge.
Oh.
The good, the bad, and the augmented. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Everyone missed you. Yeah. So this is one that I want to get from you, Gail, because you are the one who only owns the Switch here. Some Switch games do not support cloud saves to ensure fair play. Nintendo has said in a statement issued by Game Informer. Nintendo said cloud saves in some games would make it possible to regain items traded to other players or cheat when it comes to online multiplayer rankings. Currently, the Nintendo Switch does not have cloud save features. You can't even transfer save files via USB. But the Switch will soon get cloud saves via the premium online membership service. The problem is it's not for all games. Games like Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu does not support cloud saves, for example. Nor does competitive multiplayer shooter Splatoon 2. So how does that is that weird to you, or does that make sense?
It kind of makes sense, yeah.
Okay, with the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I don't get where that would come. And do they just not want you to have possibility of having multiple saves and then transferring them to multiple Switches?
Yes.
Part of it, either that or it might have to do with hacking, because the Pokemon community is very good at hacking. And they've been trying to cut that down as much as possible.
Why though? Why though?
They like things shiny.
It's just dumb to me though. It's like, if they're gonna hack and just not play the game, but still pay me to play the game, it's like, I guess if you just want to make it not fun, you go fucking ahead.
Where did you get a shiny on?
I'll take $60 for you to beat that game in an hour.
Okay, this is just me saying this. I whatever the Pokemon community, Twitch community likes to watch, that's fine. Personally, I don't want to say again, this is a livelihood of one of our friends, and I totally respect him for doing it because he's tapped into a thing that people enjoy. I personally do not play Pokemon or watch people play Pokemon just for them to catch a shiny Victini or whatever. I like to play Pokemon. I like to have it in my hand.
Yeah.
And I like weirdly enough, I watch competitive Pokemon games more than I watch
That is weird.
It's interesting to see different battle strategies happen. Pokemon Doubles.
One of my roommates is into that.
Yeah, Pokemon Doubles is like watching a doubles tennis match to me because it balances each other's out. You balance each other out.
See, for me, when things get competitive, when it's like watching people play competitively, that gets boring for me. Because you can only play competitive so many ways.
It depends, though. I think Mortal Kombat X did one of the best things ever for the fighting game community, is that you essentially only had 36 characters. You had 20 characters, but each of them had 3 different fighting styles. So you had you had 60 characters basically.
Yeah.
That could be played differently in a rock paper scissors format. Some of them
45.
were better. What?
I was like, we'll say 45.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though.
No, yeah.
Some of them were
sure.
very some of their attacks varied. There's legit the Scorpion I like to use when I'm not spamming the shit out of people is his ninjutsu style, because there's so many sick combos that can be used just competitively. That's super fun.
I don't know. See, but for me, it's always in MOBAs. I play a lot of Smite, and it's just you'll see a lot of people playing this really weird oddball person. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, you'll be like, oh, it's because someone in competitive is doing really good as them. So now every random fuck wants to try and play as them. And it just ruins my day.
Yeah.
They're bad.
Yeah.
They're just fundamentally bad at them.
Don't know
Stop fucking trying.
They don't know how to use that character, so
yeah. Well, it's always the really oddball ones that it's they're fucking terrible unless you know what you're doing.
Right.
So it's that professional obviously knows what he's doing. These other people do not, and they just,
Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and Battlefield 5 Battle Royale modes. COD, you can have 80 people in your Battle Royale and 64 in Battlefield. So people are now shitting on Battlefield, which I don't understand.
It's going to be bigger, though.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's going to be on a bigger map.
And there's going to be... I like the idea of the fire engulfing. I don't know why. I don't know if you were here talking about this.
No, I was here.
Yeah, I like that.
The fire.
I like that idea, though. I like that. I think it's interesting. THQ Nordic bought the Kingdoms of Amalur IP.
Yeah, I saw that. I am very, very interested to see where that goes.
Really?
Did any of you play those games?
I did.
They're fucking great. Or like games, there's one game, but
Ryan, one of my ex-girlfriends, not ex, well,
Ryan, your ex-girlfriend?
No. one of the girls at a thing borrowed Ryan's copy of Kingdoms of Amalur and then moved to Korea. And then just never got it back. He just never got it back.
That's how good the game is. She was willing to move to a different country to keep it.
Yeah, she moved to Korea, yeah. Like,
Badass.
I think she still has it, too.
Badass.
Because Ryan's like, I should play that. I'm like, you gave that to her. He's like, God damn it, where's she at now? I was like, Korea. He's like, does like Korean mail cost money to send here?
Korean everything costs.
Dude, he could definitely buy a copy of that for like
$5.
fucking dollar.
Yeah.
That shit's dirt cheap. Because I know I've rebought it a while back.
It's an interesting game. And
It was so good that I got like fucking Xbox points for Christmas one year when I was like 13. I spent all of them on the DLCs for it. Because I loved the game and I just couldn't afford that shit.
I hate Xbox points. I think like they're fucking weird and they should
All
just...
points are weird.
Yeah, all point systems are weird. Jagex has announced that Old School RuneScape, its long-running fantasy MMORPG, will launch on iOS and Android devices on October 30th, following a successful members-only beta testing period. Old School RuneScape for the Unlimited is a version of the Jagex massively multiplayer online RPG that released in 2007, and is not to be confused with, as it easily does, the now defunct classic RuneScape or its modern incarnation.
Fun fact, that was supposed to release in fucking January.
Wow.
We talked about that a fucking year ago because I was psyched.
Yep.
Oh,
Time to
Are
get
you
psyched
still
again,
good?
Eli.
now we gotta wait for him to do like current, like RuneScape 3 RuneScape. That does give me hope though. I hope that rekindles it a little bit
Yep.
after they close the classic servers. I'm worried.
So, speaking of PUBG, I forgot I had this story, but with the release of its complete game, Australia now gets a limited time edition PUBG grease anti-grease controller, and their marketing is they dip it in chicken grease and say "winner winner chicken dinner" and wipe it off, and there's no more grease.
All right then.
Yeah.
What?
They're making an Xbox controller that is
Yeah,
grease resistant.
I mean, I guess I don't really care.
Yeah, it's a thing that's going on.
Why in Australia?
Apparently PUBG's big in Australia. I
Fucking
have no fucking
greasy
idea.
ass kangaroos.
I don't know. Maybe they eat kangaroo meat. Who knows? Oh, so welcome to the man. Sony needs to. The CEO of Sony needs to shut the fuck up about crossplay. But oh no. So he's like.
The reason we don't do crossplay is
because PlayStation is the best place to play
There it is.
a game on your platform,
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
and everyone was just
That's-
okay.
At least Microsoft tries to lie to me. That's all I'll say. They at least give it some effort. That's
We're the best.
egotistical saying.
Yeah. That blows my mind though. Like, what fucking
Blows my mind because they're in the lead, and he knows they're in the lead, and he's like, "How can I fuck this up?
Yeah.
Fuck crossplay. We're the best."
Yeah. Yeah. Still, I don't know. So this is actually super interesting. The Europe's PEGI rating system is trying to take down microtransactions.
Good.
All right.
So you guys ready for this? We got some Witcher news.
Don't care enough.
Eli's ready for it.
Henry Cavill, Superman, is gonna be the Witcher. Eli,
Yeah, I mean, you told me.
you okay with this?
Hell, I thought you told me last week, but apparently you just told me he was considering it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then apparently what Jay told us today, which we've talked about how sensitive people are, but they want to cast a person of color to play Ciri, which makes sense enough in the lore that
It
would
could
be okay.
work,
Yeah,
but it's
like who
weird.
gives a shit though?
I'm waiting for if they do it, the author is gonna be like, I've never read a black person in my books. Or something dumb. Just dumb as shit, just fuck it up and people are like, oh, The Witcher's bad. It's written by this racist bastard from Poland.
Okay, so
Just waiting for that to happen.
don't expect to see esports in the Olympic Games anytime soon. International Olympics Committee President Thomas Bach believes the video games being played still promote violence and killing too much to be included. Then someone pointed out, you guys have boxing, fencing,
Yeah,
shooting,
that's
and
what I was
karate.
That's what I was about to ask. I was like, the Olympic Games started as just competitive wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do
Which
you guys
I don't think esports should be in the Olympics, though.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I'm not saying it like this.
Olympics at their root are physical activities. Make their own fucking Olympics? Go ahead.
The
I
video
think
game
they
Olympics.
did
But
that.
and the thing is, they're not gonna get any more coverage. The people who, because it's a very distinct. It's like the people who watch the Olympics aren't gonna give a fuck about the esports part.
Yeah.
The people who want to watch the esports probably don't care about the regular Olympics. So it's just like you will tune in for that amount, and then you will leave again.
I don't understand, like, there is just certain esports I actually don't enjoy. Like, I don't like watching people play Dota. Like, that shit is boring to me.
I tried to play Dota again.
Yeah?
Oh, it mind fucks me hard.
Yeah.
And I know there's a bunch of people out there laughing.
Yeah.
It's like, I can play Dota and Eli's a fucking retard. It's like, it's fucking something.
Yeah, I don't
I've
get-
played so many MOBAs, I just don't understand Dota.
Dota just...
It's just different.
Dota is so dumb now. Like, I don't
It's not, it's just, they make it, to me, so needlessly complicated.
know. Yeah.
And
There's a
that
lot.
allows for some cool shit
Yeah.
that I've seen people do, but it's like,
Yeah.
to me, having come from other things first, I cannot learn it.
Yeah.
It will not work.
Right. No, I get
Especially
you.
their community is really toxic from what
Yeah.
I've played. They do not
Yeah.
care for people trying to start.
Yeah, they're like, you piece of shit, get out of our thing. Like, if that's another thing
Well,
that
no,
bothers me.
There's a thing where you have to, apparently some items, you have to put from your backpack into your inventory.
Mhm.
That's not a thing in any MOBA I've ever played. And some fucker was pinging me for like 10 minutes to do it. I did not know what he meant. He did not tell me how to do it.
Oh, God.
I did not know what was
Oh, no.
I think all you had to do was drag it. I just didn't fucking know
So-
what the fuck you wanted.
Apparently, PlayStation 2
It felt so dumb.
used to still had like a self-help desk that you could send your PlayStation 2 if it broke in Japan and fix it. They're finally closing that down, and I'm like, I thought they did that
Yeah.
after the PS4 was out. I thought they were just like,
Fuck.
out.
I could
Yeah.
have got my PS2 fixed.
In other words, keep your PS2s in good conditions.
I mean, we live in northwest Iowa, so for me it was like, oh, PS2's broke. Well, if I can't fix it, I'm fucking buying another one.
So, one of the questions asked by Julia, she asked, when you think, is there an actor that you automatically think this should be a video game character? And if so, what actor? I think Robert Downey Jr.
Are you saying the actor would also voice them?
No, like, would be an awesome video game character to play the video game character in a movie. Because I think of Robert Downey Jr. playing Gordon Freeman. I don't know why.
That'd work.
I actually really
I mean,
do.
it'd be silent, so it'd be kind of bad. But he
Well,
does-
you know, he probably... There's no way they're going to make
No,
him
yeah.
silent. They'd make the bitch talk, though.
Um,
I was jokingly always saying John Cena as Duke Nukem, and then it actually is about to happen.
no, Ron Perlman.
As Duke Nukem?
Maybe. He could pull it off,
Really?
probably.
That's weird.
Like a younger Ron.
Okay, I was like,
Obviously.
he's old as shit.
A
Like,
younger one.
I'll,
Like back when Duke Nukem was actually good and popular.
The Rock
That
as the Doom guy. I'm kidding. Carl Urban was
Probably
Doom guy.
John Cena is Doom Guy.
Doom guy? Really?
I feel like it'd be better than The Rock.
John Cena stars in everything.
John Cena as Duke Nukem just seems like solidly way better.
I guess. But
Yeah.
in reality, I don't think you need a major actor as Doom Guy. You just need someone who's fucking huge.
Yeah, that's why they're remaking the Doom movie, and they just had like a lady just play Doom guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
How fucking you sexist? I'm kidding.
No, but it was like Doom Guy is just fucking huge, though.
Yeah. No, I get you. So
So I'm not saying a woman can't be fucking huge, but like I just
Before Donnie Yen was actually going to be in Sleeping Dogs, I literally was like, Donnie Yen would be awesome in Sleeping Dogs. Yes. Donnie Yen in Sleeping Dogs. Donnie Yen in Yakuza. I know that like that's Japanese, but like Yakuza is such a fucking weirdly fun game.
Donnie Yen and Iron Fist.
Let him be Danny Rand. He'll just change his
People
name.
wanted an Asian Iron Fist. I will accept Donnie Yen.
Donnie Rand, just like
Donnie Rand.
They just call him Donnie Rand.
They probably would too. The internet would.
Speaking of Iron Fist, someone did bring up the Marvel Netflix series, and they said, I could picture Daredevil being an awesome beat-em-up game. What other movie or TV franchises would you like to see as a beat-em-up game?
I could see Daredevil as being like an Arkham-style game. That would be awesome if that's what they mean by beat-em-up. As a beat-em-up game?
You know what I like about Daredevil, just thinking about Daredevil in like the context of like real life, is that like when you re-listen to like Daredevil news stories, they're like, the man was beaten to a concussion. I'm like, yeah, because that fucking happens. Batman's like, Batman stops a robbery, and the man is
several
perfectly
spines
fine.
on way.
Like, at least with Daredevil, they're like, yeah, these guys were brutally beaten, almost to death.
Well, that's the point, though, is that he's the devil of Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though. Like, Batman comes in.
Batman
just like,
a couple
fuck
skulls.
you guys. Did you see that? Speaking of, like, sorry, like, not to pimp out Death Battle here. Did you see that their first live-action Death Battle is Daredevil versus Nightwing?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it looks fucking cool.
I didn't even know they were doing a live action.
Yeah, they're doing a live action. It's their 99th, and then their 100th.
Badass, and I know for a fact Daredevil's gonna lose, so.
Because of the lightning screama sticks.
What the fuck?
Nightwing's taser screama sticks.
DC usually beats Marvel when the matchups are actually fair.
Hawkeye beat Green Arrow.
Yeah. That's like the one anomaly I can think of, and it's like Venom beat Bane, but it's like those aren't really comparable characters.
Rogue beat Wonder Woman. Early Death Battle. Rogue beat Wonder Woman.
I don't remember that.
No, like I really think like another.
I'm not even talking Death Battles, just in my own head. I'm talking.
Oh, beat 'em up games.
Usually DC just has some crazier shit. So.
I want another Hulk beat 'em up game.
So would you count beat 'em up as like hack and slash as well?
Yeah, hack and slashes too. Because hack and slash is a subgenre of beat 'em up.
Okay.
Essentially. There's a cool scene that I will show you out after we're done with this.
Drifters hack and slash.
Yeah. Toyohisa. Just play as Toyohisa and just like murder people.
I think there was a Berserk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One.
Couple.
Couple. One was on the Dreamcast.
Yep.
And that's like
I think one of them was on the PlayStation.
PlayStation 2.
Okay, that was.
Spawn had a hack and slash that I thought was cool.
Yeah, for the PlayStation.
Was it? I thought it was for 2. Wasn't it?
They had one for one.
Okay, because like Spawn Armageddon was the hack and slash I played, and that
It
was
might have
like
just been a It was a.
Yeah, no, I just like
Carnage hack and slash.
Yeah. I feel
dope actually.
What?
Said Carnage hack and slash.
Dude, I'd want that. Fuck yeah.
It's just like, well, I know, but it's just like, you couldn't really work a story and there'd be no good reason for why you're playing as Carnage and
like
just killing people.
You're a sociopath.
Other than just to like, kill people.
Speaking of which, I would like a Venom Arkham style. But like,
Venom!
You murder and eat.
Yeah, I was like, it'd be more like you murdering.
Yeah.
Like if you could spin it that he's murdering criminals.
Yeah, like Venom Hitman style combination, like Venom and Hitman.
Yeah, but Hitman, you have to think stuff out. Venom,
he just goes for it.
You're Venom.
I know, like this is supposed to be beat 'em up, but like a Deadshot or a Deathstroke Hitman style game would be dope as fuck.
Deathstroke would be a Deathstroke. Yeah.
Yeah, Deathstroke would be dope as fuck, dude. Like I would love to see that, especially like when you got the Arkham Origins DLC of Deathstroke. It's just like, I want to play that game. Like, fuck Batman. Make like a fucking Deathstroke game. Make it M though. Make it hard.
You'd have to.
I always thought Wolverine Origins, the movies hack and slash, was good.
I was gonna say Wolverine, but
no, there's a Korean martial arts film called City of Violence. That it's basically a Korean version of the Warriors, and basically you have to the detectives are surviving a night while these gangs are trying to kick the shit out of them so they won't go to jail. It is the coolest fucking fight scenes ever. That or like Train to Busan. Not as a hack and slash,
As a beat 'em up?
not as a beat 'em up either, but like as like a.
Well, then you're going off of. You're
We
not going
went off
You
already.
know what would make a good Arkham style game? Taken.
Take it.
Where's my daughter?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Where's my wife?
Interrogate every
Yeah.
enemy. Where's my daughter?
Yeah.
Just throw them off before they can answer.
Where's my dog?
I think Indiana Jones as a beat 'em up game would be interesting. Highlander.
I don't think that.
Highlander, the beat 'em up game.
Highlander the hack and slash.
Highlander, the hack and slash. King Arthur, that shitty King Arthur movie. Make a cool hack and slash.
Which?
Predator. The newest one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Actually, any
Well, because he gets the crazy powers with the
Yeah.
sword, I guess.
Actually, any Jackie Chan movie would be an awesome beat 'em up game
Rush Hour.
where you'd
Yeah.
would be able to use like there's a ladder near you and you just use it and do like.
I mean,
Nope.
Die
Nope.
Hard,
Every level has 3
but
ladders.
I think there actually might be a Die Hard beat 'em up.
I think so. Yeah,
It's a
they
thing
know
that
they
exists.
did make a game for it.
It's old as balls. but
I want
it
another
exists.
Power Ranger beat 'em up game, but like good. That newest Power Ranger game was like.
If we're going with that, I want another TMNT beat 'em up game. But
That was
good.
pretty fun.
Yeah, Turtles in Time, pretty good game.
Mm.
There was a good Transformers beat 'em up that came out from the people who made the shitty TMNT beat 'em up that came out. It was weird, bizarre.
Anything else?
I do. They talk about someone. Actually, Julie also asked like drama in games. Do you dig it or not?
Drama
Fine.
and
Real
games.
life drama?
No, like drama as in like games that like bring. Like she brought up Fatal Frame and like the emotional feeling you get after beating a game. Is there like a game that was like made you feel like, oh, that's really sad?
Red
Shit
Dead
like that.
Redemption.
Bioshock Infinite?
Because of the like that emotionally hit you. That like forever
It
sticks
hit
with
me
you.
with like happiness that I was done with that bullshit. Sadness because it was a great concept and I was kind of sad that they had to drown him. And then also just pure unbridled rage at how fucking dumb it was. But
Okay.
no, yeah.
When Five Nights at Freddy's finally
Fuck.
ended, I just
Thinking
was
of
super happy.
Oh,
I'm
never
kidding.
mind. I thought you were going on to another news story for some
No,
reason.
this is the
I was
last
like,
question.
fuck
I was
you.
like, when Five Nights at Freddy's ended, do you have anyone that gets you emotionally? Like, because I know mine. And this is gonna sound super weird.
Rockstar games. Usually, like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead.
They're really good.
Both of the ends.
Mhm.
Which, I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 has multiple ends.
I was gonna say,
Mhm.
which
But I
ending?
always do
Death Wish.
the Death Wish. And
Oh,
just
yeah,
that,
so-
like, feeling of, yeah, we fucking killed him, and we threw his body in the ocean, and we're gonna...
And his car exploded.
As lackluster as Pokemon X and Y was, I really like Pokemon X and Y's ending. When you give back, when he gets his like ghost Pokemon back, and he's like, I can finally die, and just disappears into the nether.
The Witcher 3. Most games always hit me with, like, man, I want more of this.
I also think
sort
like
of feeling.
the end of Soul Calibur 4 where Algol finally dies, and like you're just like, man, that's dope.
I got a feeling Sleeping Dogs is gonna hit me like that when I finish it.
The end of the Zero series.
Where Zero sacrifices himself.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think, yeah, Zero series. I think,
As in me just wanting more of it.
Oh, yeah.
I think Tekken. There's parts that really got me. Like I don't know why fighting games speak to me, and I just like I get it.
But yeah, no, just games I want more of. Just games where I hit the end and then I'm like, damn, I wish there was another game out.
JRPGs do that a lot for me sometimes. Like Nier Automaton really got me, and I just like don't know why. It just was like
Have you gotten all the
Okay.
endings?
And sick.
the first one or the second one.
Near. There's like 26.
Yeah, I didn't get all.
Holy
I'm not
shit.
spending my time to get that.
Say what you want. I think Mass Effect 3's ending was really good because it kept
shit.
no,
I'm kidding.
but for a shitty reason. I think it was good because of how shit it was. It made me go, man, I don't want more of this if this is what they're doing. So it capped off the series really nice for
Yeah,
me.
it's, I think like,
I was just like, thank God that's over.
another one of my favorite.
Good games. But
Speaking of
goddamn.
like RPGs, another one of my favorite ones is Lisa. Like
Yeah.
that ending is just hardcore, like
I haven't played it yet. Though.
so bleak, but like yet so like very interesting. So yeah. So thanks guys.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's okay. So thanks guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share if you'd like to. Leave a comment down below. Tell us how bad we are at video games and stuff, and how our opinions suck if you want to.
Yeah, I know I've got more.
Yeah. And don't forget to support us on Patreon. Have a good day.
Bye.
What?